Hi, welcome to Mystic Moons. Thank you for joining me. And today we're going to talk about a rumor that's going to make some of us want to stay indoors. There's no truth. I do not know anything about the rumor, but it's circulating. So I thought we would do a psychic reading, ask the spirits, is there anything true to this rumor? And before we get into it, I want to thank my subscribers in advance for listening to this and thinking about it and maybe taking it as a joke or a warning. It's up to you. I'm just going to see if there's anything to it. And if you like, please press the like button if you like this discussion, at least examining this rumor. And if you want to become a subscriber, please do. The main thing we do here in the psychic world is examine these bits of intel. It could be just nothing, and it could be just everything. We don't know. However, the rumor is that for Monday, April the 8th, the solar eclipse is going to be, well, we do know that CERN is going to be activated after 2 years of hiatus. And which is, a large experiment crushing protons. Okay. And then we also know that NASA is going to be sending those 3 rockets, to go into the moon shadows. Another experiment, which all the details are, to test the gravitational pull. And at the same time, another thing is now this is the rumor. The rumor is it's going to be 3 sprayings of biological particles, which is going to be the first one is 2 hours before the solar eclipse. The next one is an hour before. And the final spray will be a half an hour prior to the eclipse. Now, there's no basis of any knowledge of any of this, personally. However, as I said, we're just examining this rumor. Now, and they're going to call it something like if you get sick by the particles that are going to be chemtrailed in the sky, then it's going to be called, if people get sick from the chemtrails that are going to be released, then they can call it solar eclipse syndrome or some kind of disease like that. And it's, it's a wild thing. With everybody looking at the moon and the sun at the same time, it could be just spoil fun. However, we'll see. Let's do a read on this and see if this rumor has anything to it. All right, let's now, is the solar eclipse a rigged game, a rigged show? We already think it's pretty strange too, that because like the states that it's going over in the United States, they're having all states involved have issued emergency conditions. People are being standby. Military people are going to be standby in hazard suits. Now that's when you usually have biochemical weapons, when you dress up like that. And they said have food and water, have enough cash on hand. They're taking it down as like it's a state of emergency. Now that in itself, eclipses have been happening forever. But for this time, they have all these weird type of protocol. all these weird events. So what we're going to do is examine, is that date going to be an attack date? We're going to examine this. Are the solar eclipse going to be a biological warfare event? Okay, we have the sun. Okay, it's a solar eclipse. The sun. Right. And then we have here the King of Cups. All right. And here we have the Lovers. Well, I don't understand this, but how is the Lovers and the Sun and the King of Cups, the correlation between them? Let me examine this Lovers. Is this a time to really be excited? Is it a great time for humanity? And then we have, why is it the Lovers? And over here, under the Lovers, we have the Magician and the Queen of Wands. So we have magic and fire elements. And we have the masters of each being involved in this occasion. Now, we can take the Lovers and we can wonder, what kind of Lovers? How is this buildup possible? Now, we're talking about bioterrorism. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. One more time. Excuse me. Now, we're seeing that we're taking this to Lovers as humanity. Okay? Humanity. And it seems to be in a very interesting light, because it's going to affect, now it could be, we could read this as the sun, the solar eclipse affecting humans. All right? And then we have here the King of Cups, receptive, flowing, steady, something. So we're going to have to see what's under the King of Cups. And is this the King of Cups? Could be on a high level, no hysterics. So we do have hysterics already. When we have a state of emergency and we have people walking around in hazmat suits. I mean, and the Army and Homeland Security telling you to stay home. All right. Now here we have judgment and we have a partnership. That could be the government working together with standby crews. It could be the Two of Cups is a union of judgment. All right, still kind of hazy. But is something like this going to happen? I have to dive into another deck. Let's see. And now let's have two elements of this solar eclipse. I have an upside down. We have an upside down Seven of Cups, which takes it from a purely blasé attitude to something to pay attention to. Something to pay attention to. Not just to merely gawk at it, but it's interactive. Now, when we have the Hierophant, it means that the state or an institution is involved in this, which, let's say, an institution with power. An institution with power and influence is involved in the solar eclipse. All right, so we have CERN and we have NASA. All right, that could represent that. Meaning, maybe the experiments that they're doing with their rockets and their LHC is not exactly smooth sailing. It could have an effect on, and they don't know the effect. So it is. We're free to be We're free to be experimented on. Something they do goes awry. Now, but that still doesn't talk about the rumor of like they're going to spray us on. They're going to spray the people 3 times, or spray them with a biological substance on that day, on that time. Let's see now. Let's go back to the King of Cups. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. Again, that means the stage is set. And this stage is set. All right. Now we have the Lovers with the Queen of Wands and the Magician. And the Lovers, of course, we've already decided that the Lovers are us. Sun is a solar eclipse. And the King of Cups. The King of Cups is an agent, an organizer. An organizer. Somebody who's organizing this. This is being organized. All right, now to go outside. Are they going to spray us? Let me put these aside. And let's look at these cards. These are a little bit more esoteric. Interpretive. Now we have still how secure. Now let's see. Now we have here on the Sun, we have this an organization that's actively working in conjunction with the solar eclipse. All right, solar eclipse. And we'll take a card. And let's see what we have. We have the Crown of Swords. Once again, the Crown of Swords. So a message is meant to be said. Not a message. A condition. A condition is sent. A condition is sent through the Sun. a condition is sent through the sun. It's sent from a high level operative. A high level operative is sending a message, not a message, a condition along with the solar eclipse. Now, is it harmful? So far, we know that the stage is set, but I'm not sensing anything primarily malevolent. Let's see. Let's take 2 cards over this one. Now, we have the Champion of Coins, and we have the 3 of Vessels. And that says it's just making the most of an opportunity. This is viewed as an opportunity to do something. To do something in terms of again, we do have this air of experimentation, not just because of CERN and NASA either. It's not just because of that. It's because of something. This is an opportunity for a lot. It's almost like the stock market. It's almost like a it's an opportunity because eclipses don't happen every day, and because they haven't gotten all the parties involved at the same time, and this is playing with quite a few factors as such. And let's see. Let's see about this first part. Effects on humanity. Oops, moving around. Effects on humanity. Is there legs to this rumor? Alright, we shall see. We have the magician. 2 crafty reliterations of alchemy or an experiment. Then we have the 5 of Wands. Then we have the Queen of on top of the Queen of Wands. Under the Queen of Wands. Now, it's quite possible that it could happen. It's quite possible that something could be sent in the atmosphere. It's no big deal. It's no big deal to have it done, and for us to be sprayed again is a usual occurrence. So it's not going to be a suspicious act. But it's very strange with the actions of the different states. Very, very strange. Being prepared for it and then hearing there to this 3 chemtrail events before the solar eclipse. All right, let's see now. How should we say this? Well, it's You get the feeling, even though there's some argument about this whole thing, if the rumor is true or not, that someone is giving a little pushback about the whole thing, and but you get this overwhelming thing of fire. Today we had an earthquake over here too, and it was the highest since a few hundred years. It was almost a 5 point magnitude. Now we wonder too, like the solar eclipses are supposed to bring earthquakes, and we just had one, and it's very easy to have flame during an earthquake, flames, as well as water, because the gravitational pull would be different. And here we have the 9 of coins. Again, the 9 of coins. I'll put it here. 9 of coins. All right. So, well, I guess, I mean, ultimately, you can trust anything. You have to use your own judgment, which is, I guess the rumor could just be a wake-up call that it's possible that something you could be sprayed upon with some chemical weapon. You could be. Or you could be continued to be sprayed on what you're normally sprayed on a daily basis from the sky, aluminum, etc., barium, whatever. I mean, we do know that. And we have here the 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Coins, the 3 of Coins. Well, I would say, you just have to use your own common sense. And if you feel in your guts, this is a good opportunity. Anybody can, millions of people will be outside. It's a great opportunity to turn this into a not pleasant experience. I'll put it that way. And it's not just, like I would say, internet rumors, because it's so easy to be done. I mean, it's done on a daily basis. But you have to understand that we live in a crazy times, crazy world. And we have war on South America, Middle East, Africa, and a potential in the Far East. So, I mean, we have so many areas of conflict, and we're just the atmosphere is very strange, very strange. So anything is possible when you have a strange atmosphere as such. And over here, let's see this. Over here we have the keeper of vessels. And we have the 3 of Swords. Well, this sun is this solar event is extremely complicated. We have a lot of people that are using this event for other purposes, other than just seeing the 2 bodies passing each other. So I would say that there is a big chance of something happening besides what is there people are there for. And I would say you have to be extremely careful and cautious on that day. And could they spray people? Could they spray people? Yeah, it could. It could. It's possible. It's possible. Is it likely? Hmm. The only person that would do such a thing would be an insane group of people. And what purpose would they have in mind? Well, since the eclipse is going to be visible over the U.S., could have purposes. Could have things. Yes. It could have repercussions. And the final card is we have here a positive achievement, meaning the plan is set to go. Here, no, wait a second. It's wrong. No, this is right. Wait, let me see. No. And here, this is okay. We have their plan. The plan is already set up. It's already set. There's no stopping it. There's a bit of conflict in it. There's there's motion in it, and it's chaotic. So if somebody tries to do such a thing as that, they have a good chance of pulling it off. And one person alone has the say of it. As we have here, it's all set up. The 9 of coins. Everything is arranged. Time for introspection and display. Then we have here the hermit. We have here one person who has the ultimate say. And before that, we had cooperation between several organizations and to make it appear as though the people are not alone. However, we also have the 3 vessels and the champion of coins. Well, over here we have words, and we have a success in creating the illusion that you're going to be taken care of. And I think the whole thing is to say you're on your own on this one. You're on your own. Go out. You've been warned. If such a thing were possible, you're on your own. And finally, we'll use the pagan cats to check out the humanity involved in this rumor. Well, you can speak. We have here. You can speak to others and see what they're going to do. Have a plan. It just says have a plan in case. Have a plan in case there actually is some contaminants that are being sprayed. Are you going to go out there and just like bask your head and your body in it? You have to ask yourself, are they going to be spraying? If they spray, if it's just a rumor, or is it exactly? Why not? Of all the crazy things that had happened in Moscow, the bridge, the 2 bridges in the United States, the aid workers in Gaza, and of course the Moscow incident. Of all the things that are happening, they should not have happened. They should not have happened, but yet they happened. So, and you even think of the NFL, that happened a couple months ago with winning the game, and they had the parade, and then there was bang, 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 and accidents, and one person died during a parade to celebrate a victory. So these occasions of group, almost like group concerts, they deserve to be held in a cautious tone. There's too many. There's too many ifs. There's too many ifs, and a lot of might do's involved in such a big um, event. I mean, there's lunatics everywhere, and lunatics have money, and they can do things in the spirit of being crazy, as well as they could plan it out. So I mean, I'm asking that you have to think, what are the risks to you? And of course, this disease is supposed to come down from the sky. That would be doused on everybody, would be given a name. I mean, it wouldn't affect you right away exactly, but people would start acting weird after about a week or so. 30 days, crazier and crazier. It's almost as though, but you've heard about the person, even without this saga, the person in LA who, this man was walking down the street and somebody near a train depot, and this guy got hit by the train, and then this other guy comes along and he picks up his severed leg and he starts eating it. So, do we actually even need to have such a? I mean, that was gross. Do we actually even need to have a warning, or think that something's going to rain from the sky and hit us and make us crazy? Or so that's my err on the side of caution. All right. And if anybody has any questions, comments, now this is a rumor going around, and I'm just saying that we should be extra cautious and we should be aware that there's a lot of crazy going around, a lot of crazy. And I think that there are forces in place that could do such a thing. Could do. It's possible. It's not outrageous. It's not outrageous at all. So if anybody has any comments about it, would like to, address the rumor or something. This is not fear mongering. This is just passing along what's coming, what's like going on the airwaves, and looking at it and examining it and thinking, is it possible? Is it possible? There are conflicting elements, and there is enough animosity for anything to happen. So if anybody has any questions or comments, join in. And are you going to go out that day? Are you going to stay in? All those kinds of questions. I mean, are you going to go out and go look up the sky? Do you have your glasses? Are you going to stay in the room and look out the window? What is your plans for Monday? Monday, the day of the solar eclipse. All right. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to shove off. And if you like, press the buttons, the like buttons. And if you want to have a reading, please don't hesitate to email me at Mystic Moons, Mystic Galaxy Moons at gmail.com. All right? And share. Let's all keep in touch. Stay safe, and let's all keep in touch. Bye-bye.